Hello everyone, my name is Jake Hill, and today I'm going to talk about what it takes to play one of the most demanding positions in all of sports, that being a quarterback in the NFL. I grew up around football and quickly fell in love with the position of the quarterback and everything that it entails. When most people think about quarterbacks, they think about the throwing touchdown passes and making highlight reel-like plays. While those are certainly important, there is much more to the position than simply throwing a football. Quarterbacks are leaders. They're decision makers, they're communicators, and they're problem solvers. They are responsible for guiding an entire offense while making split-second decisions under intense pressure. Today, I'll explain what quarterbacks do, the skills they need to succeed, and why the position is often considered the most important role on a football team. Imagine this situation. The score is tied. There are only 32 seconds remaining in the game. 80,000 fans are on their feet screaming inside of the stadium, and millions more are watching on the television. The offense has one final chance to win. As the quarterback walks to the line of scrimmage, every player in the huddle looks to him for leadership and confidence. At that moment, the quarterback must remain calm, process information quickly, and make the right decisions under pressure. The outcome of the game could be determined by only a few plays. This situation demonstrates why the quarterback position is so important. The ability to perform under pressure often separates good quarterbacks from the great ones. At its core, the quarterback's job can be summarized with three words. They must lead, they must read, and they must execute. First, quarterbacks must be leaders. They are responsible for communicating plays in the huddle, motivating teammates, and maintaining confidence throughout the game. Second, quarterbacks must read. They must read the defense and constantly analyze defenses before and after the snap. They look for clues that reveal what the defense is trying to do. And finally, they must execute. Once the ball is snapped, the quarterback must make the right decision and accurately deliver the football. Every single offensive play begins with the quarterback, which means their performance has a major impact on the success of the entire team. So before the snap, quarterback's job starts and ends with the coverage and the analysis. Many people believe a quarterback's job starts after the ball is snapped, but some of the most important decisions actually happen before the play even begins. As quarterbacks approach the line of scrimmage, they must study the defense. They identify key defensive strategies, coverages, and count defenders near the line, meanwhile looking for signs of pressure or blitzes. If the defense shows something unexpected, the quarterback may change the play entirely. This adjustment is widely known as an audible. Great quarterbacks are often described as coaches on the field because they can quickly recognize defensive weaknesses and put their offense in the best position to succeed. The ability to process information before the snap gives quarterbacks a significant advantage once the play begins. The next aspect of a quarterback are its physical tools. Although football is highly strategic, quarterbacks must also possess strong physical abilities. One of the most important skills is accuracy. A quarterback must consistently place the football where only receivers can catch it, meanwhile avoiding defenders. Footwork is equally important. Proper footwork creates balance, timing, and enables an accurate and strong throw. Mobility has become increasingly valuable in today's NFL. Modern quarterbacks are expected to avoid pressure, extend plays, and sometimes tuck the ball and run and gain yards with their legs. Strong mechanics allow quarterbacks to throw effectively under a variety of game situations. While natural talent is helpful, these physical skills are developed through years of practice and repetition. The next aspect of the game is the mental tools and the preparation. So many coaches believe that quarterbacks is one of the most physically and mentally demanding positions. Quarterbacks must process large amounts of information in only a few seconds. On top of that, they memorize They must communicate with coaches, offensive linemen, receivers, and running backs while having confidence and composure. Perhaps most importantly, quarterbacks must recover from mistakes quickly. Every single quarterback throws interceptions or misses opportunities, but the best ones do not allow mistakes to lead to more mistakes and impact future decisions. Mental toughness, confidence, communication, and decision-making are often what separates elite quarterbacks from just the average ones. Success on Sundays often begin long before game day. NFL quarterbacks spent countless hours studying film throughout the week. They analyze opponent tendencies, defensive formations, blitz packages, and player matchups. They meet with coaches and other players to develop a game plan and practice situations they may encounter during the game. Preparation allows quarterbacks to recognize defensive looks faster and make better decisions under pressure. Many people only see the few hours quarterbacks spend on the field each week, but much of their success comes from the preparation that happens behind the scenes. The work completed during the week creates confidence on game day. Oftentimes, the game comes down to the wire. With that said, now let's return to our original situation. Your team is down by 4 points. There is 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining. The offense must drive 75 yards for a touchdown. In this moment, the quarterback becomes responsible for much more than throwing the football. On top of their normal responsibilities, they now have to manage the clock. They have to make sure that effective communication is throughout the offense. They have to identify defensive coverages and make quick decisions. Every second matters. The quarterback may need to call plays at the line, stop the clock when necessary, and most importantly, avoid mistakes that could potentially ice the game. These situations often define careers because they test leadership, character, preparation, and decision-making all at once. While fans remember the great quarterbacks, they often remember moments like these. To conclude, being an NFL quarterback requires much more than throwing a football. Successful quarterbacks combine leadership, preparation, physical skill, mental toughness, and decision-making. They must lead their teammates, prepare extensively throughout the week, and execute under pressure when the game is on the line. If we think back to the opening scenario with 30 seconds remaining, we can see why the quarterback position is so challenging. In those moments, preparation meets opportunity. The quarterback must remain calm, trust their training, and make the right decisions when everything is on the line. That is why the quarterback is often considered the most demanding and influential position in all of professional sports. Thank you for listening.